Hi there, Sandra here from Creating Spain and Laser Love. So this video is going to be some hints, tips and tricks for your laser cutting. Here we've got a sample that I was cutting earlier, a test run, and I had a power of 80 and a speed of 100. I've got the 20 watt version XTool S1. Now you notice that not all these pieces have come out of here, and the ones that are really going to be a problem are the ones on the edge because they're not cut all the way through. So this would be what I would class as a fail. Now the ones in the center are cut through better, and most of them just dropped straight out, but a couple on the edges did not. They're hanging on by a thread. They can be pulled out, but it's not what I would class as a perfect cut. So you would think that what you would have to do is to lower the speed or to increase the power. And what I'm going to show you here is one that I did, which I knew was going to work like this. Just get rid of some pieces there. Now the inside of this has cut perfectly. There is nothing attached to that at all. Perfect cut. But the outer line of this is patchy. It's cut in one place but not cut in the rest. And there is a logical, clear reason for that to happen. So this was done on a speed of 200. This is done on a speed of 100. So 200, a speed of 200 will cut this fine. On the back, you have minimal scorching. I've not got a clean honeycomb on my machine, so that's probably why I've got a little bit of brown staining there. If I was going to be doing something which needed to be clean on the back, I'd have cleaned my honeycomb off. All the interior pieces of this were cut far more slowly than the speed of 200. Because it literally could not get that fast within the distance. So although you've got it set to 200, this is not cutting at 200. It might be cutting at 100. I have no idea what speed it's actually cutting at, but it's not cutting at 200. This, however, because of a longer distance, gets a chance. So that is why you'll find there's a difference between larger objects at one speed and small objects. So this here was cut far more slowly, but as the speed accelerated, it didn't cut all the way through. The first bit where it took off, yeah, it was going slower. By then, it had got faster, and therefore, it wasn't going to get through the paper. So that is why you might find in some cases, if you're having difficulty with the design, then you say, well, I always use this speed and this power for this material, even if the material is the same. That's why it might vary according to the pattern, the design that you've actually got to do. If you've got longer stretches of a line, a much bigger line, if you're using the whole area of your cutting surface, it will eventually get up to speed, but it won't do it on the small pieces. I know that if I use a power of 100, a speed of 100, yeah, I'm pretty much set to go, that's fine. I could, if I want to, make it faster theoretically for the center, but just because I set it to a speed of 200 doesn't mean to say it's doing a speed of 200. Cutting acetate. You take your acetate. This is construction paper from Aldi. It's quite a heavyweight paper. I don't know what weight it is because I don't have the packet any longer. Quite a heavyweight paper, and it's a dark one. So you're not getting transparency with this. It is fairly opaque. So you put it within a folded piece of nice opaque paper like that. It doesn't work with copy paper very well. I did try it, it doesn't work that well. And you make sure it's nice and flat on your surface. And then I have up here marked the speed and the power that I did. Power of 30, speed of 80, and 3 passes. Now again, I've got a speed of 80, but I'm not doing a very large design. I don't know what speed it actually gets up to in that space, but 3 passes and I was able to cut my circles out. Useful to know.